That's B.J. Thomas with Hooked on a Feeling. And I tell you, I'm hooked on this show right now. Yes, you're listening to Happenings, a junior achievement radio show. I'm Don Borchers.
And I'm John Henschel.
And we'll be here every morning at 7:45 on Sundays to be with this show. You know, John, right now there are presently 5 junior achievement companies operating in Nassau County. Situated in Hempstead are 3 of the 5 companies, and the remaining 2 lie in Garden City. Leading these companies in overall performance is by Trepco. This is one of the 3 companies which meets Wednesday nights at the Hempstead Telephone Company. By Trepco has attained almost $1,500 in sales at this point in time. This is an excellent sum when you take into consideration the fact that the average junior achievement company only reaches $750 in sales by the year's end. These 5 companies are responsible, as are all JA companies, for filling out monthly reports and holding monthly board of directors meetings. The reports consist of personnel records, accounting forms, sales and manufacturing procedure reports. John will fill you in on the board of directors.
Thank you, Don. Every achiever in the company is a member of the board of directors. A typical agenda for this meeting would be a call to order. This is when the company president, referred to as the chairman or chairwoman, opens up the meeting and the minutes from the last meeting were read. Next on the agenda, each of the company's officers are required to give a report on the status of their respective departments. For example, the vice president of sales tells what the monthly revenues were. The treasurer reads bank statements and announces any standing debts. Following the officer reports is old business. This is where monthly activities are discussed and reviewed. And after old business comes, you guessed it, new business. At this time, upcoming activities are anticipated and planned. Next on the board of directors meeting agenda, time is set aside to discuss relevant current issues. And finally, the meeting is adjourned. Now you have an idea as to how much a board of directors meeting is. It's not a bunch of fat cats puffing on cigars, meeting to have a drink. In actuality, it's a group of people gathering to try and solve company problems.
Well, you tell me, John, that what we talk about here is relevant current issues. Could you tell me, for instance, what kind of issue we talk about in these company meetings?
Well, we could talk about the current energy crisis with the gas shortage.
And you mean the teenagers actually sit down and try and solve their own problems to this energy crisis?
Right. They're trying to come up with solutions.
I think this is fantastic. Yes, this is what happens in all these board of directors meetings in junior achievement. And on the same scale, they do happen in larger corporations such as General Motors and the Ford Foundation. But we are running junior achievement on a smaller scale, so we do everything on a smaller scale. We don't come up with the actual solutions to the energy crisis, to the ecology problem, or any other problems that may affect the business community, but we do try and solve it in any way we can. Right now, we're going to lay a little Jim Croce on you.